Amelie, congratulations on this film. Dimitri, congratulations. Perhaps you could start by telling those who haven't seen the film what it's about.
This is about a woman in her 40s, and she's a chef, and she is about to open her own restaurant in Paris, a fancy restaurant, and she just discovered that she's pregnant. And at this moment, with all those things, she learned that her father is sick, so she has to come back in the countryside where she grew up, and she find there teenage lover and her parents and everything she has maybe tried to forget.
Her lost teenage love, Raphael, yes. Dimitri, tell me about how you both work together. This came from the short, and I was just speaking to a friend of yours who suggested that your partnership is a little similar to Justine Triet and Arthur Harari for Anatomy of a Fall, these partners that make film together and partners in life. Could you talk about how you work together?
First of all, thanks for the comparison with Justine Triet and Mr. Harari. Yes, we try to work together and still love each other. Sometimes it's complicated, but most of the time it's really great because love is sharing the most important thing of our life. So we talk of the film in the morning, the afternoon, sometimes too late for our children. So we have to find some rules. So it's important for us to share this because work together is, I think, the most beautiful things we did after our children, and it's I don't know, it's not our work. Indeed, we're just beginners, so we don't have a method. We just try to do our best, and that's it.
That's a great answer. Amelie, in the short, the film is really centered on Raphael returning home, and you changed it for the feature version, where we follow Cecile instead. Why did you choose to make it a film more about the woman's point of view?
I think it's maybe because times are changing. And at one point, I realized that when we choose to have a male main character for the short film, it was not a choice, really. It was because we were used to read stories or to watch movies, and there is always this guy. This is a story of a guy who is doing this or no. And I was like, okay, we are so used to it that we didn't think of it. Mm-hmm. We just pick a character and we decide that, okay, it will be a man. And when I realized that, I was like, okay, so we can't do it that way anymore. So if I have the chance to make a feature movie, it will be a woman.
Mm. I'm so glad you did, because now I relate to it so much. Dimitri, you had read a book that inspired the setting of the truck stop. So why did that seem like the good idea to you when you first read it? What was it about a truck stop?
Yeah, because it was a bit hard to think what we're gonna do if we have to make a longer film. It's our producer who told us maybe if you want to think about it, it would be a good idea to maybe I don't know how to say, but make the story longer. And we said we already said what we wanted to say, so. And so we start to think about that, and when I read this book about in French we say relais routier, so it's a restaurant near to the road for the truck drivers. I immediately know that it was the great we say décor in French, decoration for the movie, and so I run to Amelie and say, I found it, Eureka! And she was quite agree with me, so it's okay.
Yeah, I also think that he knew that I work with images. I need images, and this was a photography book, so there was all the set was in the book.
And it was important to speak about the movement, you know, that it's a character who come back, and is a teenager lover. The parents didn't move, and they work in a place where they meet truck drivers who are already in movement, and they're still, and the main character Cécile have to choose if you want to stay here or to come back to Paris. So it's about stay or being in movement.
It's a great metaphor for those people that you left behind. You actually shot at a real roadside diner. Yeah. So how was that experience? And did you have real people coming in the diner, not actors?
No, it was closed for us actually because we need all the space, and we stayed there for 3 weeks, I think. So we can't have clients who are coming, but we choose people in the area to do the clients of the restaurant. And for me, I am coming from documentary films, so it was very important to have people from there with their faces, with their attitude, and that's it. But the owner of the restaurant and his family, his wife and his son, were there all the time, and it was very funny to have them with us.
I love that. So I have a couple more quick questions. What do you hope audiences take away from your film?
We hope they just have a good moment. It's the key. Just they enter in the cinema, and when they go back home, be happier.
It's very sweet.
Yeah, and maybe especially for women, to keep that idea that you can choose and you can do what you want, and you have to express what you want and accept that maybe people won't agree with you, but with dialogue, and if you are with people you love, just go.